great career, played with some great teams, had a lot of success. Talk about what your experience was over there.
You know, because last year I was just the underdog, you know what I mean? Like, it was secretly taking charge, but now, like, I was a senior and it was a big deal and I had to really step up, and it was different not having the girls that I used to have last year, so it was pretty cool.
Talk about that half-court shot, Mount Morris. What was going through your head during that?
I just didn't want overtime. I wanted nothing more. I just wanted to win it. You know, take him down. It was really sweet. I was so excited, really shocked actually. So it was pretty sweet.
Next year, talk about where you're heading.
Going to Juville, Division III. I'm really excited. The coach and I are talking a lot about his plans for me next year, so I'm really excited.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Steve, great career you had this year. Talk about how fun it was being a part of Cal Mum's tradition.
Real fun. I was playing with some of my best friends out there, and playing for two coaches that are been great to me my whole career coming up. So it's been great playing the last 4 years.
What's it meant being such a part of a successful program too? You guys had a nice run this year. Obviously, #1 seed,
yeah.
Division II champs. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, 17-3. I mean, obviously we wanted to win a sectional title, but still a great season. #1 seed, 17-3. So nothing really to be ashamed of.
Talk about how fun this year was. Obviously, you guys were an exciting team to watch.
I know, it was great. Yeah, we came into the year knowing we were going to be pretty good. We just didn't look back since the beginning of the year. We finished really well with like 2 losses that gone either way. But
what are some of the things you did with your game this year to improve?
a lot less shooting and a lot more driving. I think getting to the paint is a lot easier when you can free throw line. Your stats go up all the way around.
Ashley, obviously, you had a great career at Perry. Talk, some highs and lows, injuries, but this year, great season. Talk about this year, winning the Division II title, getting the #1 seed, special season.
This season was amazing. We had a really good time together as a team. I was so thankful to be back after my injury, and unfortunately we did lose Kaylee at the first game of the season and Lizzie early on, but they stayed with us the whole season and we all worked together, and it was so successful. It was the first time in I think it was 5 or 6 years that we were #1 seed in sectionals, and that just meant the world to us. All our hard work paid off. So
how cool was it with the tradition you got going on over there? You lose such talented players early on, but still manage to have such a great year.
That just shows how versatile our team is and how deep we were on the bench. That we did lose our best player from last year in Kaylee, and Liz fought so hard with us last year as well. But we just had girls step up into the positions that needed to be filled, and it was awesome to see that we were able to still win a lot of games.
Coach, expectations for next season. What are you thinking? Young team you guys had this year.
Yeah, we were young this year. We had a lot of learning experience. We had a few tough games. I'm hoping next year that we really break through. We do really well. I'm hoping we can do it really well in the season and then carry it through sectionals.
Talk about having such a young team, playing in a tough competitive league. Obviously, you played Perry's, you played the Hornells a few times, the Geneseos. Talk about how that experience helped you guys.
Well, those teams, they're absolutely great. They're great competition. We have a lot of good competition, and that's a lot of help. It definitely is some learning experience for the younger kids, and that'll help a lot for next year.
Kayla, you guys kind of had a great season this year. You kind of came out, JV player last year for most of the year. Had a great year. Talk about that.
It was pretty exciting to be able to play with the team, and the girls are really great, and we did really well. It was pretty exciting to be able to win a lot of the games in a tough season.
Next year would be a lot of expectations because you're really not losing a lot of players. How many seniors did you have?
We had 2 seniors.
So next year, you got a younger team. Talk about next year.
Next year, we're hoping to go for a sectional win. We're going to work really hard in the off-season and do our best.
Now, is that a sectional win or a sectional title?
Title.
Tyler, it's been pretty documented how close you guys are as a team, as a unit. Coach Orman, go through it again. Last couple years playing for York basketball.
Oh, it's been great just because we've been so close. We spend pretty much every minute outside of basketball and school with each other, playing out on the blacktop, so it's fun being together on the court.
Have you played the Lions game over and over in your head a little bit, probably?
I actually just watched the film last night for the first time. Still can't get over how bad we shot and played.
What were some of the things on the court this year that you guys kind of think you can improve on over next year?
Probably turnovers and just taking smart shots. We didn't really take smart shots, and we had a lot of turnovers in the beginning of the season. We picked it up at the end of the season, but it still hurt us down the stretch.
What's your goal for next year, Zach?
I think winning a sectional title for us is our goal.
Every practice, every scrimmage, it was always 100%.
Next year's expectations?
Sectional title.
Sectional title.
That's what we just have to, we can do it. It's just putting the time and effort and wanting to win it.
Everybody looks straight forward.
Montana, you guys had a really young team this year too. What's your expectations for next year?
Well, we're going to work really hard in the off season. We're going to be playing a lot of extra games, doing the best we can to get as good as we possibly can, hopefully go for the sectional title.
You know, there's some games this year you put up quite a big numbers. Talk about some of those offensive performances that you had this year.
Well, I definitely couldn't have done it without the rest of my team, but I worked really hard. I play basketball year-round, so, I mean, it's definitely worth it. All the work I put in, it's definitely worth it.
You're our player of the year this year. You had a great season, but you had a great role of castmates, teammates. Talk about their how effective they were with you.
I think just like the hard work and dedication, because we were late during soccer season for like states and stuff. So, I mean, we definitely put in a lot of hard work during like preseason, running, keeping in shape, and we have a lot of good girls. So, I mean, next year they're going to be a force to be reckoned with as well.
You know, people ask me, what position does Alex Flint play? I don't know what position you play. You seem like you handle the ball, you go to the post, you do. Talk about, you know, your role on the team.
Well, my role is a whole bunch of different roles, I guess. Like, it depends on who we play. You know, sometimes it's more defensive, sometimes it's more offensive, scoring points. I mean, I jump for our team, so it's kind of whatever they need, I try to do it for my team.
You had a great career in basketball at Keshequa. I mean, obviously a tough loss at Bishop Kearney. You guys were right with them the whole game. Disappointing, I know. They won a state title, knowing that could have been you. How disappointing is that?
Very. But, I mean, we went to states for soccer, too. So, I mean, we've had the experience, but they were a good team. So, I mean, they deserve it, and it was a good job for them.
You're our selection for this year's Player of the Year. I mean, great career. Not only a great year, but a great career. Talk about your experience at Perry.
I have 4 years there. I started all of my 4 years. Coach Lett made a big decision my freshman year to pull up me for my first freshman varsity game. That meant a lot. That started me. Like, I met someone to Perry, and that made me work hard. And I ended with the school record with 1652, and that means a lot to me.
Well, that record didn't just fall from the sky either. It was from a lot of hard work. You know, talking to Coach and some of the things that people around there tell me. You're always in the gym and you're always getting better. Yeah. Those points just didn't happen.
Right. Me and my dad, we were always in the Y, nonstop. We shoot 500 shots a day. And it's just hard work, and this is what it gets you. And I'm very thankful for being here.
You know, every great player seems to have some great guidance. Talk about your dad. What his influence that meant to where you're at right now.
Probably couldn't go anywhere without him. He's the one who trained me to be the best, and he wanted this and what we got so far, and we almost have every single Perry record we wanted, and we have a sectional title.